Hey folks, welcome back. The day that Pokemon Arceus Pokemon Legends ZA releases, I'm playing Arceus. So, hi. We'll see. Shall we? We're gonna see how much we can do in this game. And it seems to be working as I expected. Okay, cool. So, the next mission would be all the way down there. So, the Primeval Grotto. Okay. Can I, no. I have to use you. Let's see if this helps with something. I don't know. Levels? Let's say levels. There is the full orb thing that that I want to do. Go, number score. So, people in the house are getting kind of sicky, so who knows. Bonk. Hi MFG, how's it going? Bonk. Oh, yeah, we have, oof. Okay, first let's see about moves. Normal, 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 steel. This should not be able to evolve into a Sylveon. That's an Espeon. Nice. Isui's doing okay. Playing some EU4. Nice. It's been a while since I've played that. I have played it though, so... Bonk. It's night, apparently, right now. Okay, let's see. I want to see my Pokemon, please. I would like to exchange this Espeon for a... Ooh, nice. The New World. Go. To back. So there are people online that know me as Rotom or Rotomdex, because I used to be fairly knowledgeable about Pokemon. Oh. Well, more knowledgeable than I am now, right? than I am right now. There we go. Needs more lemon. Thanks. I played last I played it. Where is it? EU4. I played Turkey. Been a while. There's a good amount of things that a good amount of DLCs that I didn't have. And that also means a good amount of, like, quality of life things that I didn't have. EU3, EU4, yeah, the Ottomans. Oh boy, okay. There we go, nice. I might have to go back to camp and see about giving my Pokémon some health. Just a little while. Just a little while. Okay, now let's just. Is that the grotto? Okay, that's a Probopass. I need a new Nosepass. There we go. No. It's a new Nosepass. There we go. Let's see. Nope, apparently not. Cool. Ah, yes, Rock Slide. Wow, okay. This might be too much. This was too much. look at this. Bastiodon and a Rampardos, maybe? I don't know. There we go. Oh yeah, the red gems. Fair enough. What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here, as if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think, Leon? Taking into consideration my knowledge of ores, my skills at mining, and the strength of the Sligo's moves, I think it better leave any extraction work up to us. What do you say? Go for it. Going to have to ask you to stop right there. Aha. Oh, come on, who's there? We don't have any time to waste with... Clover, we haven't seen you since you walked out of the clan. Where have you been all this time? Don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging out the treasure you're after, and then you'll give it to us. I don't know why you even looked surprised. It's not as if you were hard to follow. What we seek may be as precious as treasure, but this isn't about how valuable it is. We need to restore the awful sky to normal. The earnest goody two-shoes acts of yours is what made me leave the Pearl clan in the first place. Enough. I don't care if any of you ran off to play bandit, but I won't let you get in Leon's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go. Necro, you take charm. Oh, let me guess. I bring good luck to my sister wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our path. I'm the eldest, and I'll be your unlucky charm, especially in this, the Pokémon battle of a lifetime. And a charm challenges you to a battle. Let me guess, same Pokémon as always. Let's hope it's about as easily defeated as well as always. Battle! Battle! It might not be very effective. There we go, that's right on. Now we have Gengar, which would be best dealt with by a Ghost type move, which the Decidueye doesn't have, so I'm kind of okay with that. Didn't want that specifically to happen, but there we go. Goodbye, Gengar. Well, you are rather formidable. Come on, Clover, why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing, we are changing, and we could really use someone as strong as you are.
Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back in that place with all the stupid rules. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you'd better do something about that sky. You are as strong as ever, Necro.
Maybe you really... Wow, I swear.
Maybe you can really do something about that monstrous creature at the top of the mountain, but even if you do, the next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that.
So, Diamond, Pearl, and... which team she's on? Galaxy?
Honestly, those three, what did they even come here for? Oh well, I'll heal up everyone's Pokémon.
Hey, nice.
The coin that I remember never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she groused, she did so, roused. I suspect that they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanting to help.
Then they should have just said so. What a pain they are, hiding behind all that attitude.
Sliggoo! Used to be a Goomy. I was able to track some of that origin ore, whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose that better go with you, Necro. Base of origin ore. Wow. That looks like a coffee bean with radioactive mold on it. An ore of mysterious power spoken of in ancient myths and said to contain the power of Almighty Sinnoh itself.
That was surprisingly easy.
Nah, you simply failed to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work, honestly.
I knew we could count on you, Leon. No wonder Cleaver recognizes you as a worthy warden.
Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we got. That Laventon's got sound judgment plus knowledge to spare despite his silly streak.
Irida is having fun with that. Let's go back to the camp on the top side.
So this is the Stone of Creation's beginning, the origin, or... yes, one can certainly feel an imposing aura emanating from it. Could this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask since you brought that up, but the origin of what exactly?
Of everything by the sounds of it.
Exactly, my girl. Now then, back we go to Jubilee Village. Alright, Mr. Professor, it's all in pieces now, but this is what's left of the red chain. Splendid! Even in pieces, I think we'll find it still perfectly fit for purpose. We're jolly lucky you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple.
Your turn, Necro. Next comes the Stone of Creation's beginning.
You handed over the origin stone.
The fragments of the red chain, collected at great personal risk by the Diamond Clan, then the Stone of Creation's beginning, which we only learned of thanks to the Pearl Clan, and now it's time for the Galaxy team to play its part in turning these items into a proper vessel. Akari, my girl, you're one of our team's greatest craftspeople. Could I ask you to do the honors?
This is my true battlefield, Necro, even if it may be safe indoors.
This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you had better wait outside while we work. Come on, Mr. Professor. Where's that hurry it up in there?
I'm starting to suspect all your prattling about the value of time is a cover for your own impatience.
If sitting back and waiting actually solved things, I'd sit forever, because that'd be using time well, unlike this. We've done it, Necro! It's complete! I dub it the Origin Ball. If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokémon that has appeared at the Temple of Sinnoh.
That's a weird looking ball. A singular and irreplaceable Pokeball that can be used to catch the frenzied Pokemon raging at the Temple of Origin. These Pokeballs of yours are full of wonders. To think the fate of all of history could rest in something so tiny.
It's interesting how catching a Pokémon in one of these things brings the two of you closer together.
Wait, please, I hear something. That voice is speaking in my mind again.
You mean Palkia?
Yes, it appears that mighty Palkia is willing to lend us its own strength in the battle.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. In the Poe's clan, Almighty Sinnoh, well, I guess I should just call it Palkia, is one fierce Pokemon. Everything's ready now, Necro. Take the Origin Ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh together with Palkia.
Let's switch some Pokemon. Oh. Nope, we're good. If you're not gonna have the thing that I want, you're not gonna have the thing that I need. Okay. Okay. Go. Now to the pasture and take Palkia with us. What level is Palkia? 65. Nice. Go, level up. Wait.
Is it?
Use it as a target along with the space around it. This move has a heightened chance of landing a critical hit. Oh, it's changed. I believe back in the day, depending on what kind of berry you had with you, you get a different type of spatial rend.
Here you are, Lost One, ready to face your fate atop Mount Coronet. It seems a vicious battle might await you.
I'll go where I must.
Oh, well said. Now hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Dialga, ruler of time, If it is allowed to run wild, time itself would twist and bend here in history, and eventually the very world may be broken. You have the aid of its counterpart, Palkia, the ruler of space, and therein lies hope. Balance will be brought in time and space, and the world can once again be as it should. Now take Palkia at your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. I must say, it's quite the intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go. See what your clothes here has to offer.
Excuse me, is it time for shopping?
Well, I hardly have time for shopping if the world ends, will I, young man?
Fair point.
Alright, Necro, once you feel ready, set out. We'll make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more.
Back to Mount Coronet. Summit Camp. Okay. Okay. Let's go up. And there we have follow again.
Just the boy I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up here, closer to the temple. I want to have a front row seat if there's a chance to see into the world of myth and legend. I'll probably be creeping even closer to the action once the battle actually begins. Oh, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. And besides, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokémon. I've got no doubt you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in danger.
Okay. I don't actually want any of this. For now. Let's leave. Okay, we still have the super heavy ball. Well, the ultra heavy ball and the ultra winged ball to go. Okay.
For so long, I thought that I had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilife Village, whether that meant banishing you or seeking to destroy the Pokémon of the temple. I felt it was my only path. But you've shown me what I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready for this challenge, recruit?
Ready to fight.
Necro, in all of vast space, your place has found you.
What in the world does that mean?
It's a Pokemon saying. It reminds us that occasion we must rise to are also stages where we may prove ourselves, where we might shine our brightest.
So basically you're saying not to feel nervous. I'm starting to see the appeal of how your Pearl Clan people think, in some situations anyway. We will support you in whatever way we can, though I doubt you'll need it. Necro, protect Hisui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokémon.
In the vastness of time, in the endlessness of space, there's a world out there where heyo, spear pillar. There's a world where this was Palkia instead of Dialga. Oh. Oh, right. I forgot about this. Palkia and Dialga have a different form in this game. Oh, come on, I was trying to move. Fuck. And I shall name him Fluffy. Yeah. Everything went black. Yeah, let's restart the battle. This one seemed fairly easy, so long I dodged the moves. Ah, yes. How's it going, Leo? Oh, shite. Oh, I was pressing X instead of Y. Okay, that was done. That was dumb. Oh, come on. Gosh darn it. Holy damn! There we go. And there it is. The sky's back to its regular colors. Oh boy, it's bright.
He got it! He really did it, didn't he? My odds are lying, not right? He actually went and caught it. Yes! Oh, good show! What a catch! You contained that fearsome thing in the Origin Ball. Absolutely astounding as ever, Necro. Finally. Formidable as usual, Necro.
Yes.
So even the commander sheds a tear now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to witness. Ouch! Well, gives, Commander. Not sure I deserve a sumo throw.
Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We faced a calamity unlike any we have known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one. This calls for a celebration, a festival for all of us. Gather your clans. This will be the greatest celebration Hisui has ever seen.
Celebrate? With the Diamond Clan? The two clans together, huh? Well, since it turns out we were both following a true Almighty Sinnoh of our own, I guess the time we'd fight over whose was wrong or right are ancient history now. I'm sure our ancestors would be shocked to see us agree, but this may well be the best path forward protecting the space we all share.
Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. Okay. So, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Okay, cool. Seems like that was the game. We'll let the thing go through. There's also post-game stuff. Like, I know I have to get the Pokédex, like, completed for some of it. I'm not entirely sure if I wanna do that. It is hella grindy. Again, we didn't have 2 more hours. Congrats, now the real game begins. Yeah. Let's see, right? We have a good amount of Pokemon already. Yeah, so. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's first get all the starters. And apparently I cannot skip this. Cool. There's a way of getting all starters. Specifically from Professor Laventon. We could go fight the noble Pokemon again. Apparently for rewards. There's trainers to battle at the training grounds. And we have all post-game Pokemon to catch, which would be Uxie, Azelf, Mesprit, Heatran, Cresselia, Regigigas, Giratina, Tornadus, Thundurus, Landorus, Enamorus, and Arceus. Enamorus, that's one that I haven't heard of. One of the Pokemon found in Pokemon Legend is Arceus and can be caught in Crimson Islands during the Incarnate Forces of History request. Read on for more information how to get Enamorus and all locations, its evolutions, type advantages, etc, etc, etc. The fuck? Enamorus? Okay. Shaman Special Research. Battle against Giratina, Arceus, the Eternal Battle Reverie. Our phone is beeping. Seek out all Pokemon. Okay. I hope that mission is not. Oh. There's apparently the path of solitude and the path of tenacity? Some solo battles, and tenacity is 3 story characters from the team of your choosing. Challenge the Path of Solitude with all 242 Pokemon. Oh, that is literally a thing then. Wow, okay. Massive outbreaks, which are now more... Get all crafting recipes, how to 100% clear the game.
Good morning, Necro.
Sorry.
It looks like the space-time rift has vanished. The sky's gone back to normal again. Which I suppose means we'd better get back to our original mission, completing the Pokédex. We're going to meet in the Survey Corps office to discuss our next steps. See you there soon, Necro.
So, Pokédex requests, clothing and hairstyles, old verses, and satchel upgrades, okay? Okay. Well, look at that. The Darksome Nightmare. Darkrai? Hail of the Pearl Clan has reported seeing a strange Pokemon up in the Coronet Highlands. Speak with a fellow in my lab and see if you can catch the Pokemon concerned.
You're the one who accepted my request? Well then, let's get right to business. There's an old tale not long been told in the History region about a dark nightmare that visits people in lonely paths at night. I never put any stock in it myself until I saw it. I saw a terrifying black Pokemon just like the one in my stories. They say the people who are trapped in nightmares it creates never wake again. Can't wait for someone to fall victim to it. We've got to act before it can happen. I saw it near the Clamberclaw Cliffs, partway up the Mount Coronet. And it was when I was out walking alone at night, just like the old stories say. Be careful if you go in search of it. I wouldn't want you to lose your life over this. Laventon?
Necro, my boy, what say you take the Pokemon here in the lab with you on your excursions?
I'd love to.
Splendid. I'm sure the chance to help with your survey work would be a delight to any Pokemon, especially when stuck indoors so long, like mine.
Received Cyndaquil and received Oshawott. Oh.
So I trust you enjoyed yourself at the festival?
Sure did.
Indeed. That only seems natural, given the crowd. I believe last night was the first time I've caught a glimpse of you making merry, Captain. I believe you must be imagining things. And now, Professor Laventon, to business. What is the current state of progress on the Pokédex?
I dare say we've made quite significant progress, all in all. Though we could afford to put a little more effort into our research tasks. And of course, it's hard to know how far to go in pursuit of some reports. Certain Pokemon have only been mentioned in Hisui's legends. After all, who knows if they are even real?
With how little we know about Hisui's history and legend, it seems a tall order for us to tackle.
Pardon, couldn't handle, but over here. If it's history and legend you want, then I'm your man.
Why, I spent plenty of time studying such things instead of, while also tirelessly doing work for the Ginkgo Guild. And I've visited many of the ruins and whatnot here in Hisui region already. I imagine I could teach you a thing or two about any Pokemon of legend in these parts.
Ho ho! Music to my ear, my good fellow.
Listen well, Necro. You are to learn all you can from the merchant fellow and work together as needed for the sake of the Pokédex. We, meanwhile, will also continue to gather intelligence on Pokemon by other means.
Understood. I'll set up on a hide scan then. Necro, I'll be expecting you.
That's Obsidian Fieldlands?
Besides, there's something I'd like to discuss with you too, so I hope you won't keep me waiting.
You're that talented Survey Corps member I keep hearing about, right? I have a favor to ask of you. You know Orbor Tunnel, right? The tunnel near Obsidian Falls? I'm hoping to dig into the tunnel walls to see if I can find any good stone there, but a Pokemon's been raging around and getting in my way. It's more than I can handle. Think you could calm it down for me? Sure, I'll do my best. Thanks a ton. Please head to the tunnel once you're ready to calm down that Pokemon. Dig in for tomorrow. Oldburg City Gym. Nothing there? Okay, let's leave and see about what's cooking. Actually, excuse me, wow, that one came out of nowhere. Hello there, Necro. You know, we've an interesting member in the security corps, a secret weapon if you will. They're a bit of a Pokemon master, battle master in fact. Think I could trouble you to face our secret weapon in battle? Of course. Give us a moment then. And it's Ingo. Oh, so I heard the news. There's to be a face-off between two masters. You know, I've heard our core secret weapons can even defeat alpha Pokemon. Everything set, come with me. Secret weapon, huh? Secret weapon. Is it the gate guy? The gatekeeper? Here's our ace in the hole, Rez. Please, Captain Zissou, I'm just a common guardsman. However, so long as I stand in defense of this gate, I have no intention of letting anyone defeat me. 3 Pokemon. Boof. Okay. This feels like a trick. This feels like a trick. Starly, also level 62 most likely, yeah. Air Slash, and that's the Situation. Huh. There we go. Let me guess, Shinx is next. Nice. Oh yeah, that makes sense. What's that meme again about the guy coming in to a unsuspecting dude with like a level 5 Rattata? You broke through my defenses. I thought I could do better than that, seeing as how I'm a guardsman. I mean, I do have 3 alpha Pokemon with me. And a legendary. This was to be expected. Sitting out beyond the village and battling so many different Pokemon in the course of your survey corps work has made you very strong. You know, the first job as a guardsman was catching some Pidoof that seemed intent on infiltrating the village. Since then, I've kept many Pokemon from passing through our gates. Sometimes I'd slip up and let some in. Goodness, would people let me have it? But I also befriended some of the Pokemon, and before I knew, we'd grown strong together. I gained so much, and all because I was trying to make sure folks could live safely here. It's my job to keep everyone safe, isn't it? Now, there's one last thing I'd like to tell you. If you're heading outside the village again, stay safe out there, kid. Now I think I'd better go back to work. That's request 104. That's all? That's all. Nice. Arts camp. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there is a mission. Behind me! So we meet here again. I've been hearing plenty about your impressive exploits, but of course I always known you would impress us, ever since you dealt with that Alpha Kriggatoon for me. I've had my hands full as well. I have no idea why, but Munchlax keeps trying to run off in different directions. Munch. Munchlax, where are you off to now? Munch. I'm not sure what he's so focused on, but he just up and disappears without warning. Keeping track of him has been quite the task. Come on! What was that just now? Thomas seemed to be responding to Munchlax. Arcphone is reacting to Munchlax and displaying his destination. Huh? It's pointing to Ramina's Island. My, isn't this exciting? Wonder if we're about to see another strange phenomenon sweep across Hisui. Yes, we will. Perhaps I'm reading too much into this. Did I ask you to visit Ramina's and try to shed some light on this new mystery? I think it's gonna be Munchlax becoming an alpha Pokemon. Like a noble. Oh, did my internet cut out? Not according to me, but oh yes, it did 2 minutes ago. Oops. Welcome back. Yes, apparently. Huh, weird. That's weird as fuck. Kimcha? There we go. Nope. Just at the moment I'm starting to get a drink. There we go. Let's... I was gonna say that's the Situagon. Yeah, it's dead. It just killed itself. Ah, nice. It took my weirder off me. Seems to be the place my Munchlax was interested in. The gasp. Oh! Nice! Zorua! It's Win Zorua. No, you don't. You better go catch a couple. More the merrier, right? Does this mean we get this we inform Pokemon all over the place now? Now with your investigation, please tell me what you found. A mass outbreak? That hardly tells me anything. What kind of Pokemon did you see then? The spiteful foxes. Spiteful fox Zorua? Well, you came across a rare Pokemon. I've seen them in the Icelands before, but not here. So, was that it, Munchlax? You were curious about Zorua? Nice. Well, this is unexpected. It seems there are 2 Munchlax now. But naturally, I would never fail to recognize my own Munchlax. It's you, right? Not the Munchlax next to me. The other one. Beep 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 doop. So it was Zorua. I want for it to appear in the Fieldlands. Man! I only hope that this isn't an omen of something unpleasant yet to come. As a precaution, it might be best for you to report this to your captain. Okay. No, no, no. No. In that case we have to. Cool. It has been a bit. Nice. Level up. So we're gonna have to go and talk to Celine anyway. Going to the village. A gathering of Zorua in a place other than their natural habitat. Could this also have been caused by the space-time rift? I suppose we don't know enough yet to be certain. At any rate, thank you for the report. New anomaly. Hey! Necro, things are growing worse! After we bought it, Munchlax reacted to several different locations, and there was a mass outbreak at each of them. Simultaneous in multiple locations. These must be somehow different from the mass outbreaks we know. We don't... why don't we call this new phenomenon the massive mass outbreak? Your new orders are to investigate this massive mass outbreak. Cool, new Pokémon. It sounds like I can count on you to keep investigating. Well then, I'll be waiting for you by the front gate. Also, Celine, if you have progress to report, I will check its worthiness. Show me your Pokédex. We have 90 more Pokémon to see. 130 more to catch. Gosh darn it. Like half of them? Or like... let's say half of them will be evolutions. But still... you have made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. 7th level star. More Pokemon! Yes, hi Geff. I still have some tea. Not a lot, but it's a little. With this, you have officially attained the rank of 7th star in the Galaxy Team Expedition. Team thing. You can now use Gigaton balls. Nice. That's the one, Gigaton. And I get a new recipe. All Pokemon will obey your orders reliably now. The reward you earn for your survey reports will be more generous too. Have this as well. It's a further recipe you'll need for crafting. Gigaton balls. Gigaboltons. 1 apricorn, 2 black tumblestones and 2 iron chunks. Continue to dedicate yourself to completing the Pokédex if you hope to rise higher in the ranks. Okay. Hey, got a rare mechanic from that. Nice. We have... Apparently, yes we do. The mass outbreaks.
I suppose I should tell you exactly what I witnessed first. Munchlax suddenly took off running into a rainstorm. I tried to stop him lest we get wet, but when I saw those mass outbreaks appearing all over... Perhaps it was the massive mass outbreak that Munchlax was so curious about. Man! If that's the case, Munchlax might be able to help us investigate this phenomenon. I'll also work with you, as I'm concerned about Munchlax. Massive mass outbreak in the Fieldlands. We can begin our investigation as soon as you're prepared. Are you ready to go now? Yes. Excellent! Off to the Heights camp with us? We haven't seen anything out of the ordinary yet, nor has Munchlax reacted to anything. Shall we just wait for a while to see whether something happens? Sure. I'm happy to. Rainstorm. It's raining, and it looks like it's going to get worse. Man! Are you worried about the rainstorm, Munchlax? We still don't know what's causing these mysterious massive mass outbreaks. How will we find one? Perhaps that fancy map of yours can show us something. Ranch! There he goes. Ooh. Okay. Massive mass outbreak is a phenomenon in which many mass outbreaks occur at once. Mass outbreaks locations are marked by the question mark icon on the map, and you won't know what Pokemon can be found there until you go see. These rare outbreaks will dissipate in time, so you need to hurry to investigate them. Catch or defeat Pokemon at mass outbreaks before it dissipates to finish investigating that particular location. Sometimes additional Pokemon may appear immediately after you complete the investigation. Seems you have some idea where to look for these outbreaks now. Why not check it out of you? Seeing at least 3 ought to give us some idea of what's going on. Okay, check your map. I just did that. I should have a pin. Apparently the pin is gone. Or I just didn't look. And I'm blind. Blind Necro. Necro blind. There we go. That was Wurmple, right? Yeah. Actually, let's go see about another one. Nature's Pantry.
That's a Pikachu. Literally shinks. Pokeballs. Okay, let's see about. Why is this one like? Oh, there will be a second wave. Okay, that's all it says. Okay, cool. In that case, let's go to the Obsidian Fall. Why didn't those Pokeball get? There we are. Okay. That's an evout. Yeah. No, this might not work. Nice. Lyrical Juicer. Wow. That's a name. Altamont held a guy called Lyrical Juicer. Because spam. Using blocked terms. Best viewers on. Yeah. They can catch Pokemon when there's more than one Pokemon in the battle. Yeah. Remaining... Oh. Oh. Ah. Most likely no one is gonna go and fetch those anymore. Actually, with that being the case... Yeah. There we go. Just a little sleepy. Thank you for your investigation in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Massive mass outbreak in the Fieldlands, Tumblestone, Iron Chunk, and Smoke Bombs. Did you learn anything about these massive mass outbreaks? They come in rainstorms. What could that mean? Do Pokemon gather when there's especially heavy rain? I wonder what the Munchlax was reacting to the rainstorm, or to the massive mass outbreaks themselves. Well, just have to investigate further. But how best to do so? We've had a good look around on the Obsidian Fieldlands, but it's only raised more questions.
That frown doesn't suit you at all.
Oh, Miss Caliber. Well, you see...
Mass outbreaks that occur during rainstorms. I've never heard of such a thing. But of course, life is full of surprises. After all, it's not often that Pokemon from beyond our world appear at the Temple of Sinnoh either. Perhaps these Pokemon are reacting to the arrival of mighty Palkia. Why don't we head back to Jubilife Village? A Red Zoo shop may be a good place to visit. That girl's place is awfully popular after all, and where people gather informations abound. Of course, the hairdressers!
Good thinking. If anyone there has seen one of the massive mass outbreaks, they might be willing to share the details with us.
It's settled in. I'll wait for you at the hairdressers.
Okay, back to town. Got 28 Pokemon. Okay, before we go to town, I'm gonna take a leak. Be right back. So here we are again. By the 20th, my copy of Pokemon Legends CA should arrive.
Oh, it seems you've made some new observations. Let's have a look then. I see most illuminating. I'll update our Pokédex with this new data.
Nice, all of them are level 10. Return to the village. Look at that.
Oh, Necro, Miss Calaba's waiting for you. Come on in. I heard about those massive mass outbreaks. I bet there's some sort of Pokemon festival. It's like what I heard from a customer who came here from Johto. Apparently on nights with a full moon, Clefairy get together and dance. It's basically a gathering of Pokemon that only happens when certain conditions are met. Sounds pretty similar to massive mass outbreaks, don't you think? So massive mass outbreaks could be a festival for Pokemon to enjoy the rainstorms.
You really think so?
It seems to me you're still biting your tongue, Aretsu. Have you heard anything else? Well, I did hear something weird from a Diamond Clan friend of mine.
What's it?
Said they saw a massive mass outbreak of alphas in the Crimson Mirelands. Seriously, do alphas even gather in groups? My friend must have made a mistake, right? Alphas grouping in together. If this is part of a massive mass outbreak, it sounds dangerous. But even the lore of the rich would be no match for a mass outbreak of alphas. It's natural to worry about the unknown. That's why Necro is investigating this for us now, to put our concerns to rest. Right. It seems our next step is to investigate the Crimson Mirelands. Massive mass outbreak in the Mirelands.
Yeah, let's go.
It seems a massive mass outbreak has sprung up in the Crimson Mirelands too. Let's try to determine if this phenomenon occurs here as it does in the Obsidian Fieldlands.
Oh, hey yo, little people. No need to fret. Melly has arrived.
What do you want?
I heard rumors that you've been investigating massive mass outbreaks or some such. But I, Melly, have already solved the mystery. All that remains is to gather evidence.
Really? Not bad, Melly.
The reason these Pokemon have been mysteriously gathering in rainstorms is
to take a shower.
to give praise to the great Melly, naturally. Don't look so sour, Yoto. I realize it's difficult truth to accept right away, but the awe I inspire as both sun and shadow to Animan is clearly apparent to Pokémon. And as thanks to your adorable efforts improving my theatre, I give you this generous reward. Come on, take them. They're agave berries, quite a rarity here in Hisui, you know.
You take 20 agave berries.
As for why these Pokémon gather during rainstorms, well, that's surely to represent how I is simply overflowing with wonderful qualities. And with that nugget of wisdom, I shall be off.
He was very shy and withdrawn as a child, until one day when he announced he was going to work hard to help Adaman. I was happy to see him grow more optimistic, but I fear he may have taken that to extremes. But agave berries, where could he have found them? Munchlax, did you just eat some of the agave berries?
Munchlax gobbled up 5 of the agave berries. So I only have 15 left.
What's this? Looks like your fancy map is responding to Munchlax again.
Hey yo, look at that, nice. Swine up, Yanma. I don't think we have Onyx. And Gummy.
And the map shows not only outbreak locations, but the Pokemon there as well. What does this mean, Munchlax?
Why does that Carnivine one have a little sparkly on it? The sparklies are because there's a second wave.
Man!
While mass outbreaks are ongoing, you can give agave berries to my Munchlax to find out what Pokemon are appearing to each mass outbreak location. Pokemon icons with the sparkle marker at the top of at the location of special mass outbreaks, while those with berries indicate mass outbreaks where you may be able to receive agave berries. Be sure to make the most of these to help out with your investigation into mass outbreaks. Yeah, it's...
So if we keep feeding Munchlax agave berries, we'll be able to learn more about these outbreaks? Munchlax, what exactly is it you're trying to get us to understand? Whatever this all means, please investigate 3 massive mass outbreaks locations in the Crimson Islands so we can compare these outbreaks to those we found in the Obsidian Islands.
Okay, but can I craft first? Okay. Apparently there's more swine up. So that is because of a second wave. I would like the Onyx, please. And then the Gumi. I do have the pocket craft thingy, but with the non-pocket craft thingy, I can craft with all the items I have instead of just with the items that I got on me. Yeah, I mean, then I don't have to dig in the bench for like a million years getting all my apricorns. There we go, nice. My headset is starting to die. Cool. That is something that has been happening all day today, sadly.
Hey, Ryu the Dragon. How's it going? Yeah, so this is the old game. If you are expecting to see ZA, this is the previous Pokemon Legends. To be honest, it's still cool. This is a good game for a new player to start with. If you want to see the mainline Pokemon games, absolutely not. But if you just want to, like, play a Pokemon game that's different, yes. Not expecting Zia. Okay, cool. In that case, you're welcome. Hi. I might have to fail. Who's that guy? No, actually I'm not. Not yet. Don't know much about Pokemon games, but I would love to learn. Well, if you actually want to learn Pokemon games, I would recommend the Let's Go games before the Legends games. Prefer RPGs? Yeah, in that case, this might be a game like that you could try, but like that would be more interesting. Yeah, I can see that. I get rid of all the. Yep, sure did. Cool. Let's see about you, Violent Scamp. Let's. Pokemon Sword I wouldn't necessarily call an RPG. Yeah, Sword would be decent starting points. Yeah, technically it is. Like, depends on your the definition of RPG, what you're going with, because, like, technically, yes, practically it doesn't have RPG mechanics. Blah, 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 blah. Like, you're playing a role. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Yep. Yep. More Japanese style RPG. Actually, if you already have the game, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Like, it's not gonna be a classic Pokemon game, but that might be appealing. Aha, nice. Should I go back and see about some others? There's a Rhydon. Hmm. Huh.
Hey, if it isn't Necro. Good timing. I found some treasure you'd be interested in. Did that make your ears perk up? Perk up? Happy to fill you in if you're curious.
Yes, I'm curious.
There's that survey called Spirit. Curiosity what moves science forward, according to good old Mr. Professor. But come to think of it, what I found seemed too valuable to just let you in on it for free. You'll need to work a little.
Diamond Clan's treasure.
Here's the deal. I want you to show me what's in your mind, your heart, your soul. In short, battle me.
Sure.
Then it's on. Time to see what you've got.
Leafeon and Umbreon. Cool. Oh, and Vaporeon as well. Holy damn! They kept hitting.
You're really strong, and I'm a man of my word, so here's that treasure.
You obtained the adamant crystal. Nice. When used on Dialga, this large glowing gem will wells with power and allows the Pokemon to change form.
This used to be my grandfather's. He said it was somehow related to the Almighty the mighty Dialga. So now that I've put you through the ringer a little, it seems right to give it to you since you're the one who caught Dialga. You know, I ought to tell you, I'm glad it was you who fell out of the sky to us. You taught me another way to get along with Pokémon, another way to relate to the world.
Diamond Gland's treasure. Nice.
I heard you finished your investigation in the Crimson Mirelands. Well done, Necro. Irida here is here to help us. What happens twice will happen thrice, or so they say. Massive outbreaks seem likely to occur in the Cobalt coastlands and other areas as well, so I've been discussing the issue with Irida. Why don't we demonstrate to her what has been keeping us so busy? We can turn our investigation to the Cobalt coastlands next. Munch! Yes, Munchlax, I know what's been keeping you busy is eating. Don't worry, you'll get your berries. But I still wonder, what lies behind Munchlax's strange reaction to eating agave berries? Why does he know which Pokémon are gathering where during a massive mass outbreak?
Is some kind of genius?
Perhaps. Hopefully our investigation will shed some light on this mystery. Well, let me offer you a hand. I've learned some things about massive mass outbreaks myself. I knew the leader of the Bulk Clan could help us. Mysterious goings on in Vastius pique my interest after all. And on top of that, we're friends. I'll always come if you ask for help.
Friends?
We'd seen each other around before, but after talking more at the Harmony Festival, we found we agreed on a lot of things. Such as how exactly we think Adaman is... Oops. And we decided we'd help each other out despite being from different clans. Anyway, that's how I got involved with the investigation in the coastlands. I learned from Iscan and Lena that they'd both seen something that was like a mass outbreak, but stranger. What are your thoughts on these massive mass outbreaks, Irida? Well, I wonder what about them causes Pokemon to flock together this way. Perhaps there's some shift in space because of Almighty Palkia's appearance? I'd certainly be glad to have more Pokemon around. It would help Hisui flourish. But it's too early to conclude that it's all for the best. Hordes of strong Pokemon could be dangerous. I'll be sure to warn Lena to be careful too. I don't know anymore. I'll head to Jubilee Village once I wrap up a few things here. We can meet at the front gates when it's time to set out for our next investigation. Massive mass outbreaks in the Mylands. The main reason? Gigaton. I should go back to the village and see about, like, that kind of stuff. There we go. 20 Pokemon! Yeah, but almost. Huh. Oh, we literally could evolve one now and it would count. Cool. Onyx, same thing. Steelix, number of different forms you've obtained, male and female, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. Leafeon, number score 1. Baby Doll Eyes could be interesting. Leaf Blade could also be interesting, specifically with agile moves. Swinub. There we go. So, what would you like to do now? Return to the village, please. My tea's gone. I don't have any more tea. Okay. And that's that again. Okay, let's go see the crafting store. Oh, well, first mechanical pinwheel. I'll take it. Mechanical pinwheel. Choose a Rotom. Didn't know I could just do that from here. Cool.
The next stop of our investigation is to look for massive mass outbreaks in the Cobalt coastlands. Thanks as always for all the help. So for some reason I'm having a semantic satiation thing right now with the massive mass outbreaks. Right then, let's get off for the beachside camp. Are you ready? Yes.
Yes.
What do you find? What do you find surprise? Making your tour while out fetching supplies for a settlement. Caliber filled me in. You're looking into mass outbreaks that happen during rainstorms. Well then, I'll tell you what I recommend. Sticky globs. Obtained 30 sticky globs. Hitting a Pokémon with a sticky globe will slow it right down. I bought the recipe at the Craftsworks myself, by request from the settlement. I'd better get back to the Icelands, not that it'll take much time with these well-trained legs. Interesting, the Birdline is recommending the Galaxy Team sticky globes. Right then. Let's set off to the beachside camp. It seems we've arrived in time to catch another massive mass outbreak. Remember Garrick's advice, perhaps those sticky globs could be a big help. Now then, let's begin our research. You can let me know if you wish to give Munchlax some agave berries as well. It will grant you a bit of insight into the Pokémon gathered in these massive mass outbreaks. Sure. Yeah. 5 agave berries. Oh, wait. I apparently have put all of them in the bag. There you go, Munchlax. I have some berries. Okay. Ooh, Prinplup. Nice. Tentacool, we got Magby. Like Prinplup we technically should be fairly okay at getting. Okay, Spheal. Let's go for Spheal. He's got 5 out of 6. go. Is that all? Nope, apparently not. Nice. Okay, next up, let's go to Prinplup. Oh, internet was gone again, was it? Crash Brummy. Oh. With the Napoleon and everything. I love the look of these. Fair. Let's just kill these. We got a couple. Yeah, damn it. Yes, I'm gonna have to change Eevee's moves before long. Remaining locations. Let's go see about a Magby. Okay. So we're gonna have to wait till the next storm, are we? Okay, let's talk to the professor. A Prinplup is now 10. Nice. Going to the village, even for a sec. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something, and then I forgot. Okay, I kind of want to leave... I don't want to leave Mousewine, I might want to leave Stormraptor, though. Okay. I would like a weirdo, please. Agile, Cybash. Oh, wait. Nope, that works. Cool. And then the Eevee needs to change a move to anything that is not Baby Doll Ice. Okay. It's gonna be one of these, is it? Oh, shite. Thought I could choose it afterwards. I can't. It's before. Okay. There we go. Let's do a couple of these and see about how well or how bad we can get the weird air cooking. Ah, look at that. Coin. Coin, charm, or clover? I don't know. But it's one of the three. Coin! Yeah, that's fine. Come on, Toxicroak, sure. Close combat, yeah, sure. That's gonna be an issue. Mooncalf. That's one way of saying something. For nuggets. Nice. Nuggets are easier to transform than Stardust. Yep. Agile style. Let's see. Eevee can evolve. It is currently nighttime, so 9 out of 10. I should check moves. It only has normal type moves. So normally, I can evolve it into an Umbreon. There we go, nice, an Umbreon. This is gonna be not very effective, but... Oh, yes, offensive effectiveness. Oh, I thought Ghost was resistant. Oops. And the dog is barking. The dog is barking. Barking dog. Go. Now, can I? Not yet. Okay, cool. These should be like barely what we need, I think. Kind of weird to have not a single Geodude with endurance. Or at the very least, endurance not doing what I think it does. Hey, there we go, nice. That's the one I wanted. Weird here. Yeah, sir, can I please, like, switch? Like, this is embarrassing. Look at that! The size difference! This looks like a baby! And this is supposed to be a... This is supposed to be a noble! Oh my god! Love it! Look at the baby! Look at the little baby! Okay, Ursaluna, what do we need to do for that? Beat block. During a full moon. So where do I get a beat block? Then you have an Ursaring, you can immediately use normal ground Ursaluna as long as you have the right item, a beat block. You won't be able to find this item unless which only Ursaring until you have calmed down the noble Pokemon Ursaluna. Okay. The Deer Track Heights. Sunstone. That's gonna be interesting as well, but not necessarily for. Old verse 14, okay. We're already way too far, I imagine. Ball of mud. Gosh darn it! And it all because you can't do things at the same time. Okay. That being said, okay, yeah, and that's the reason I'm not getting any of that. Okay, cool. That makes a lot more sense. This account doesn't have a Nintendo account to it. Okay. Anyway, that being said, I have 169 Pokemon registered. The Pokédex... 242. That means like 73 more Pokemon to get. Cool. Yeah, okay, cool. At this point in time, it seems like we've done most of the things. I'm gonna do a quick, like, 1-minute poll. Then... Okay, so I'm gonna leave this up for, let's say, 2 minutes. There's gonna be a poll, and there's gonna be 4 options. Do we continue to catch them all? Specifically, we have number 1. Yes, we gotta catch them all, so we're gonna go around fetching more Pokemon. Gotta catch a couple more. Specifically, like Pokemon that we might find just like one more streamish. There is still a somewhat major story thing to do as well, so that could be under the gotta catch a couple more. Just the requests, or nah, I'm done. If you want to vote, you vote. If you don't want to vote, you don't vote. We're gonna be here for another couple weeks if we gotta catch them all. Or at the very least, I'm gonna have to take a guide next to me. Because, like, okay, what? No, this one. 69, 169. And I'm, like, not even sure. Okay, yeah, the starters should be fairly easy. Vaporeon, we're still gonna have to, like, make a Vaporeon. Then a Glaceon should be fairly easy the moment we find the Ice Rock. Golbat and Crobat should be fairly easily done, specifically because, like, Golbat is spawnable and Crobat, there are 2 spawns, but I believe one of them has Alpha spawns. Drifloon, fairly easy. Okay, gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. Okay. We're gonna be doing this for a bit longer then. That being said, I'm gonna send you all over to a friend of mine who is currently playing Final Fantasy XIV Online. Don't let my lone votes determine that much if you do end up wanting to move on to the next game. Well, the next game would be Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. Farming simulator game. Used to be called Harvest Moon. So I'm actually, like, I never played it, and it's also one of those open-ended games. Okay, let's say we do all the main missions that we can. That will most likely lead us to, like, Giratina and stuff as well. Yeah, it is. So yeah, let's do... No, I haven't. I do think I have it, but... No, I do not have it on Steam at the very least, so... I might not have the game. I might not have Rune Factory. I do have Atelier, apparently. But yeah, so we're at the very least gonna be doing the main quests. Up until, like, we can't anymore, and then we're gonna see how far we are. Specifically because, like, we have still quite a bit to do, like, close to 80 Pokemon to, at the very least, catch. Not to speak about trying to fill the decks, because apparently that's also a thing we can do. Like, no, that's the wrong one. Like, we haven't filled the complete decks anywhere. There's still too many holes. So we could try and go for a couple of these. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that being said, you know what? Let's say so long this game keeps on performing okay. Like, currently we're at 5 viewers. There's... The moment it's not a stream that and a start and ends with, like, 2 viewers, I'm gonna be fine. Let's see if we can complete it. If not, we'll jump over to the next game. And in my Discord, we have a... Oh, we have a vote going on for games, which apparently is gonna... it is gonna expire in 20 hours. So if you want to join, more than welcome to. You can join. You can vote on the games that are going to be played next. So far, it's a good mix. Yeah. There's a link in the About Modern Necro thing, if you want to join, otherwise, hey, don't worry about it. Anyway, that being said, gonna send you all over. Hope you all had a good day. Hope you all had a good time. We will be playing Phasmophobia on Sunday. And then on Tuesday, we will be playing this again. I think that's a fair thing. Yeah. Anyway. Have a good one. See you later. Goodbye.